Welcome back to another episode with Wellness with Mo. Hi, my name is Mo. Today's episode, I'm so excited. I have my first guest on this podcast. Well, this is our first season, and I'm so excited. This is for the first time we have our guest. She is a wonderful lady. I've known her for a very short time, but there's some kind of chemistry that's between us that I really enjoy her presence and enjoy her being with us. Yudelka Grullon, is that how you pronounce it?
That's correct.
Welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. I'm really happy that you're with me. You're such a passionate woman, coach, speaker. So let me start with a simple question. Tell me, who are you, and how's your journey, and what kind of obstacles and challenges you've faced to come to that point where you are right now?
First of all, how are you, Mo?
Thank you.
so
I'm
much.
Great. Thank you.
It is an honor for me to be your first guest. I was looking so forward to this interview. So I appreciate that you consider me on your list to be your first guest. Well, I'm going to try to take you into a journey. So you need to so I can get you to know me a little bit, where I'm from, what I've been facing, and where I'm going at this moment in my life.
Great.
I am originally from the Dominican Republic, which is a Spanish island in the Caribbean, next to Cuba, Puerto Rico. My island is really popular destination. It's very well known because of the beautiful weather, the people, the culture, the food, and so on and on and on and on. And you might ask the question, it's like a paradise over there. If it's paradise, what am I doing here in the UK?
Yeah, what are you doing here? I want to be.
What am I doing here in the UK?
I'm in here in Egypt, and I want to be at the Dominican Republic. I mean, the island
In
and
paradise.
the weather and paradise and nice water and everything, and definitely the food will be great.
And the people, and the culture, and the dancing, and everything.
I mean, Spanish people or Spanish countries, we're very similar to Egyptian, because Spain and Italy and France, they're all Mediterranean, and you will find a lot of influences, even Islamic influences to Spain and so on. So definitely we are the same culture and same
family values.
Values and so on. What are you doing in the UK, Yudelka?
What am I doing here? Well, it's a long story, but I'm gonna try to make it as short as I can. I met my husband many years ago.
Okay.
And I decided to leave my country and come to England, UK, because at that time his family was living in London.
Okay.
And we decided to come here and move forward in life. And I follow him. I made a decision of love to follow him and to have a family.
We all do make decisions of love, Yudelka. We all follow our hearts.
Exactly.
It's okay. It's okay. We are.
It is fine. I think we all should.
We're young.
Well, it doesn't matter what age. I think all of us, we should follow our heart in everything that we do. Any action, anything that you express, you should follow your heart.
Of course.
Well, continuing with that, as I said to you, I came to the UK, which is, and I've been here in the UK for 20 years now.
Wow.
It's a life. It's a full life. And it's not the case now. I am divorced. I'm a single mom of two beautiful teenagers, two beautiful girls. And what do I do for living? I can say to you, I am a CPA. A CPA is a certified public accountant. I've been working.
So you're the auditor who goes after the The companies, or look at the books of the company, the financial
I
records
look
of,
up after the books of the companies. Yeah,
okay.
financial statements, reports, and all the
I
boring
don't
stuff.
think people love you too much. Do
No,
they love
no,
you?
not really. No,
No,
because I
no.
demand too many papers from everybody.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah,
And I put the rules. I set down the rules, and they don't like it. So I'm not very popular.
yeah.
They see me as the boring one.
Oh,
As the boring
okay.
one.
Okay, okay. No, they don't know you well, Yudelka. You have a secret life. I know that for sure.
Exactly. Exactly.
For
There you
sure.
go.
Yeah.
Yes, and as I said to you, I've been working in the financial sector for many
Okay.
years as well. And also I am a life coach, training in the process to get my certification at
Okay.
the same time, as you mentioned at the beginning of the interview, to become a motivational speaker.
Okay. Okay.
I'm going to take you back in a chronological way so you understand where the life coaching is coming from. In 2016, I was admitted into hospital
Okay.
with an abscess in my body. And after 3 weeks, and the doctor didn't know what was going on with me. And to save my life, I was rushed into the operation room for an emergency operation.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm here. I survived. I'm here.
Obviously,
I escaped.
obviously, obviously, obviously.
I've been given a second chance in
That's
life, which
great.
I appreciate
Of course.
and don't take it for granted, because
Yes.
I see life and appreciate it every single day. And I
Course.
thank God for that every single day. And at that moment, that was a turning point for me, Mo, because I was thinking, if I have left, what would it be the contribution that I left behind?
Yes.
That it should be more to life that I already lived and experienced to that point.
Yes.
And then I started looking for answers. I was seeking for these answers inside me.
Yes. Yes.
And I decided to take a journey of self-development. And I started meditating, reading, joining different motivation groups.
Okay.
And through all these years, for so many years, let's say for about 3-4 years, I was doing all these practices. I have discovered my purpose and my passion in life, which is work with people, help people, especially with women.
Yes,
And
that's amazing, amazing,
yes,
Yudelka. Yeah, yeah. I salute you. I salute you. I think that women empowerment, and on this podcast we talked about women empowerment, single moms even. We talked a lot about single moms and how it is really important for them and how difficult it is for them to balance between what they want and their commitment to their children and to their home. You are a superhero. You are a super mom,
oh, thank
Yudelka.
you.
Yes,
I'm
you
sure
are.
well, we are women superheroes.
Of course.
And there are so many out there like me, because
Yeah.
as you said, yeah, you have to play two roles. You have to be mom and dad.
Yes.
And it's kind of tough, but it gotta be done. And
Yes.
it gotta be done. And all the things I always say to myself, all I want in my life is to bring two decent human beings for my daughters. You know, career, money, success, fame, all that will follow. As
Yes.
soon as they decent human being, they have respect for God and for others, that's the most important for me.
Yes.
Then I will know that I did a correct job. I did my job, and I did it in a right way.
Of course, of course. This is the most important thing. We all talk as a parent and as a person in society. We all want to leave something for our children and for the society and for our community and for the region. Something that always people remember us by.
Remember us, exactly.
And one of my all-time motivational speakers, Robin Sharma, one of the greatest authors. He's written several books like The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari and Leader with No Title. He always says a very interesting thing, that what do you want to be remembered by? The day, I mean, of course, I don't want to make it so so bleak, but this is an actual fact. The day that you end, what do you want to be remembered by. You want to be known that you have no regrets, that you've done what you wanted to do all life, and you lived the life that you wanted to live, and not what society dictates. And I'm guessing that is a lot of problems with a lot of other people. I mean, you found your passion, you found your dream. I guess I found my dream also, but there's still a lot of people. A lot of people are in the world. They're all slaves to their work. They don't want to. They don't want to follow their dream. They're afraid. They're afraid to take risks. They're afraid of failure. So I wanted to ask you, what are the challenges and what are the obstacles you faced so that you become this passionate and inspiring woman you are today?
To be honest, I said to myself, I decided to take this to the other level, to another level. And because I said to myself, if this is my passion, this is what is going to give me that sense of accomplishment in life. And it would take me out of my comfort zone as well. And I said to myself, I have a story to tell out there, and I'm sure I can impact many people's life with my story, and I can encourage them to overcome adversities the same way I did. If I did it, they of course they can do it as well. So I decided to. One of the biggest obstacles for me, I was a very shy person. Remember, I am an accountant. I'm sitting in front of a computer all day. I don't interact with people. For me, it was the social skill wasn't there. I wasn't very outgoing person, very social, talking in public, and none of this stuff. But I have that desire inside my heart to do that. And I decided, no, I'm gonna take this into the another level. I've been coaching. I've been taking mentoring from Bob Proctor, Jay Shetty. I joined the Toastmaster, so I can be a speaker. They teach me techniques and so many things that I need to know: body language, the structure of speech, how to captivate my audience, all the stuff that you need to do in order to deliver a speech to the audience. And I said to myself, this is my biggest fear. Okay, knowledge is power. Knowledge is the key that opens many doors. So I decided to go through that path of knowledge, of getting to know. And then that helped me to discover my potential and what I'm capable of. And for all these women out there, what I can say to them, feel the fear and do it anyway.
Yes, exactly.
If you have a desire in your heart and you want to do it, go for it. Even if you feel the fear, because it's your heart telling you that you're capable of do things. Because if it comes to your mind, let me explain how it works. When you have a desire from your heart that you want to become, let's say, a doctor, and you say, no, it's too much for me. I don't want to be dealing with people, with blood, with this, with that. And you got that desire, means that you have the ability to do it. Your passion might be there. Your life purpose might be there. Otherwise, you wouldn't have that desire. It wouldn't come to your mind. For example, I am very good cook, but it wouldn't appear to me never to be a chef because I'm not interested in being a chef.
Yes,
you get my point.
Yeah, but if you have the desire to be a chef, you will be, right?
You will be, exactly.
Yeah. The same. What are you saying? Really, I mean, it really resonates with me because I think we are the same. You and I. I also I am on a journey. It started during the COVID, and it continued because during the COVID I was laid off from work, and it took me like a few weeks to get myself back together. I was very very down, very depressed, and what are we going to do, and the world is closing, and everything is not working. and then I decided internally to not be the victim and find something different and something new and something
Something new.
challenging,
Yes.
so I started with getting to understand the new trends of during that day, that year, which is like the digital transformation and Zoom and all those technologies that
Exactly.
just started. And
Yes.
then I started to look at myself from the health part and from the mental part, and I put myself on a routine, which was till now I do it.
Yes.
Maybe during the last few weeks, I've been trying to just get more sleep, but the routine is still there. And my wife always tells me, "Why do you put a routine? You don't have work, you don't have you don't have a job to go to. You can wake up whenever you want to wake up." I tell her that I have to have a routine so that I don't get depressed, and if I don't have a routine, I will get depressed, and it's not good for either the family or for me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. A busy
So
mind doesn't have time to be thinking nonsense.
exactly. So
A busy
exactly.
mind is always productive.
Oh, exactly. So the people you're talking about, Jay Shetty is one of my biggest
#1
fans.
podcast. I know. I
Ah,
know.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah,
I follow him. I follow
yeah.
him. Trust me.
So he made me want to do a podcast. So I just jumped into the podcast to a world without even knowing what to do, and I've invested a lot of time and a lot of money for just to become a podcaster, and somehow it's nice, it's interesting.
And here you
Yeah,
are.
yeah,
You're
of
doing
course.
well.
Yeah, yeah. So it's really amazing. It's really amazing. So let me ask you, you want to be a motivational speaker. Amazing, amazing.
Mhm.
So who are
Yes.
your idols? Jay Shetty, Tim Robbins, Tony Robbins.
Tony Robbins, you might be surprised.
Uh,
I am huge fan of Les Brown. He's
okay.
a legend. Les Brown, he's an American. He's a legend,
Mm,
and he's the #1 on the motivational speaking field.
okay. Okay.
The way he talks is that he will get you
Okay.
there.
Okay.
You feel it with every single word of his speech. You will feel what he's telling you. It's like he's talking. He makes it in a way that is so personal that you think he's talking to you. He speaks with passion, and that's me. Resonate with me, and
Okay.
I'm #1 fan. And one of my dream is one day to share a stage with him
Okay.
and deliver a speech.
That dream is not
Collaborate
far.
with him, honestly.
It's not far away, Yudelka. I believe that you're going to get there. So Les Brown. Who else is on your list? I have.
Bob Proctor. Bob Proctor is not here anymore with us,
Okay.
but I love the fact that he was able to teach. He was a teacher, he was a mentor, and he was a speaker as well. And the
Okay.
way he conducted himself, it was in such a calm manners that he could relax the audience. Because
Okay.
when you relax, you are more receptive to understand the ideas,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
he got that power to
Okay.
capture,
Oh, well, that's amazing. That's amazing.
yeah, the attention from the public. So
Yeah.
Bob Proctor as well, I can say.
Okay. Okay. No, Tony Robbins is yeah. I like the way he handles the crowd.
Yes.
From a business perspective, I would say Simon Sinek.
Simon Sinek, yes.
Yeah, yeah. From
Yes.
a business perspective, Jay Shetty, of course.
Yeah, Shetty as well.
From a
Yes.
monk
Yes.
perspective,
Yes.
and also Brene Brown, for me, she's amazing. I've read most of her books, and I give emotional intelligence course, and one of the things is empathy versus sympathy, and she's the #1 empathy person to talk to, when you
Interesting.
want to discuss empathy versus sympathy. So
That's good to know.
that's really. So you want to be a motivational speaker in the women empowerment realms, or in other areas, or it's just this? So where do you want to go
Give them
to?
women empowerment. I want to bring awareness to them, because that's my goal. That's my
Okay.
purpose there,
Okay.
and I want to stick to that.
All right. Okay. Okay. So I don't know, in the Dominican Republic, how are women treated in terms of employment? Is there gender equality or inequality?
No, it's not gender equality in my country. There is
Okay.
no. We are far away from that.
Mhm.
And not only my country, or the whole Latin American.
Mm.
It's a culture where it's oppressed women.
Okay.
And women will be like it will be second in terms of jobs.
Mm.
For example, men and women can do the same job, but they wouldn't earn the same amount of money, the same salary,
Mhm.
which I find it is not fair.
It's
Because
not
if we're
fair.
doing exactly the same job, we should be in the same range of
Mm.
salary.
Mm.
And that doesn't happen in my country,
Mm.
unfortunately. And
Unfortunately.
I'm sure it's going on in many countries in the world.
Yes, unfortunately, it's the same here in Egypt. Even though we are in terms of a Middle Eastern country, an Islamic country, we're more open and liberal for women to work and to be in governmental positions. We have very strong women ministers in our government. They're very strong. We have very strong women leaders, but still, they are still in terms of salary. I think so. They're
It's the
still
same in my country. Yeah.
less than her men counterpart, even though she might do a better job
Exactly.
than him. Yeah. And
Sometimes women,
I believe that women do better jobs than men, not in all occupations, but in most occupations. And because I discuss emotional intelligence a lot with a lot of people around me, and emotional intelligence is number one in the workplace, and should be number one in the workplace. This is how you understand. I understand Yudelka. Yudelka understands Mo, how
yes,
I
of
feel,
course.
and so
Empathy.
women are more in touch with their emotions
Yes.
than men.
Sympathetic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We other people's emotions. Yes.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
correct.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's correct. And
So-
because we are emotional creatures, we are more emotional than men.
Mm.
And it's the way we've been built up.
Yes, yes, yes. I mean, I really admire all women who have the power to do whatever it takes, and resilience to do whatever it takes. So, what advice would you give to young women who want to follow your footsteps and your dream? What
Right.
would you give young
That's
women?
a very good question, Mo.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm gonna keep it very simple. Look,
Okay, great.
you need to know, what do you want?
Mm.
What you want, you need to ask that question to yourself.
Mm.
Be sure what you want, and also get knowledge about that things that you want to do. Because as we mentioned it before, knowledge is power. You need to know what you're doing.
Of course.
And also you need to take action, because knowledge without action is pointless.
Yes.
It doesn't mean anything.
Yes.
But in order to take those actions, you need to have the discipline, that
Mm.
discipline to yourself, that
Mm.
commitment to yourself, that you're gonna show up for yourself every single day. You're gonna show up for yourself, and you're gonna, as you mentioned it before, your wife used to say to you, "Why do you wake up early?"
Mm.
Because you made that commitment to yourself. You show up for yourself every single morning.
Mm.
You need to have that discipline, and finally, consistency.
Yes.
Go for your dream. Go for what you want. Just put your mind into it, and you're capable
Mm.
to achieve anything that you want in life, because of the human potential is enormous. It's huge.
Of course.
It's huge. We as a human being, we are capable to achieve anything that we desire. So I can say to any women out there, just know what you want, go for it, get knowledge, go for it, discipline yourself, and keep consistent. And all these these steps, it will pay off at the end.
Yes, yes, that's amazing, because a lot of women are still today, even here in Egypt and in the Middle East, I guess in the Dominican Republic,
Republic.
they still are dictated of what to do in life. You finish university or school, then you get married, and then you have
Yes.
a child, and then you have another child, and
Yeah.
then you work. But you don't have to do a difficult work, just something to make yourself busy. Don't bother working. I mean, the guy is going to work for you, your husband's going to work for you. And this is very degrading for the women because, I believe that they can do better jobs. They should have the opportunity and the capability to choose what they want to do, to go after their dreams
And develop themselves as well.
and develop themselves. And it's not just women, people generally. We want to pursue our passion, but we have fear of change, and this is in every culture and everywhere. Fear of change.
Fear of change.
When I train people and tell them about my story and tell them about your story and tell them about other stories, they think that we're crazy. They think that we're like aliens coming from somewhere else.
Yeah, because they don't have that level of awareness. Because
Yes.
if they knew that change brings opportunity for you to grow,
Yes.
they would take it. Oh, it's
Of
a
course.
change. I'm excited. This is a change. Let me take it. Let me go for it. I'm scared. Okay, I will. Bob Proctor used to say, when you want to do something, just jump.
Yes,
You will
exactly.
develop
Yeah.
wings on the way. Just jump. Go for it. Jump. And that's what I did with his program. I was like, I was thinking, because they're quite expensive. I was like, am I going to be able to afford the program? Am I going to be able, questioning myself? And then I said, no. I talked to myself and no, I just jumped.
You jumped, yeah.
And
Yeah.
I went for it. I said,
Yes.
and I'm developing the wings on the
Yeah,
way.
of course, yes, yes. I always tell people, jump, don't look. But a lot of things. My mentor, my Indian mentor, who taught me everything about mindfulness, and he still teaches me. At the beginning of this year, we had a journey which is called Tatastu in Hindi, which means that you are going to say yes to every challenge that you get. Of course, not yes to everything. No one, if someone comes and tells you to jump from a building, you're not going to jump.
No, obviously
No,
not.
obviously
Exactly.
not. But what he means that whatever challenge or opportunity is thrown at you, say yes to it and jump.
Yes.
Before we
Yes.
had our interview, I was talking to this fellow Pakistani doctor. He's into data scientists and AI, and we were discussing a mutual partnership together between myself and his company. And I told him, like Bob Proctor said, I told him, my philosophy in life is to jump and see what I can do.
Exactly.
I'm not going to go and take it one step. I'm just going to
Yeah.
jump and see. Because,
Yeah.
when you jump, you're definitely going to make mistakes. You're definitely going to fall and fail.
Of course, you're going to learn.
And this is a part of life.
Yeah, that's life. Look, you must start where you are with what you have.
Exactly.
Advance as much as you can. Don't think about the end. And when the way will be shown to you slowly, but you go every step by the step that you go. The way will be showing to you slowly. And then you learn, you make mistakes and you learn, because life is a school. We come here to learn.
Exactly.
You learn and you keep going, and you learn and you keep going. And that's the way you go to success in life.
Exactly.
It takes so many failures to go to success. But in order to success, we need to make mistakes, and we need to learn from our mistakes.
Of course. All the great inventions, from Edison to Steve Jobs to the person who did I don't know, the USB stick, to the person who did the social media platforms. They all did mistakes They didn't get it from the first time, because if they did get it from the first time, then there would be no point of learning.
Exactly. What would it be the point? Tell me.
No point, of course, no point. Many people want to become a coach. Many people want to become a motivational leader, but they want the end product. They don't want to take the steps and the difficult decisions and the ups and downs to be able to get there. They want the end product. This is in all the generations I'm seeing today.
Yes, the new generation. In conclusion, they want the results, but they don't want the process. They don't want to go through the process. They just want the results like that.
Yeah.
And in the process is the learning, is who you become in the process. The most important thing, Bob Proctor says, the most important thing about a goal is who you become in the process to getting that goal.
Of course. It's amazing. So
yes.
my final question to you, Yudelka, what is your dream?
My dream?
Yes.
Well, I like to bring, as we spoke before about Latin American, I would like to bring all this coaching industry to Latin America. It's not very well known. It hasn't been as developed as in the English countries. So I like to bring like my own program to the Spanish country in Latin America. I like to go and bring awareness, as much awareness as I can, with conference, seminars, workshops, and as much as I can, programs, coaching. And that's a big dream, someone told me, but it will be as big as you think it is. And yes, I can say that. I want to bring as much awareness as I can and help as many women as I can in the countries in Latin America.
That's amazing. And I definitely know that you can do it, and I definitely hope that you will do it. Thank you, Yudelka, for being with us. It was such an amazing and rich discussion. You're such a motivational and passionate person, because of course you have Latin blood, so you have to be passionate. I mean, we all know that. So thank you very much for being with me. It means the world that you're on our show, and I hope I can come and visit you in the near future.
But of course, no, thank you. I have to say thank you to you. It's been an honor. It's been a pleasure for me to be here and to connect at this level and to do our contribution out there, to be at service of people. And that's beautiful.
Thank you, Yudelka.
So thank you. Thank you so much, honestly.
Thank you. Thank you very much for having us. Thank you, everyone, for listening today. Yeah?
And of course, you're very welcome here in England. Anytime. You and family.
Of course. Thank you, Yudelka. Thank you, everyone, for listening for today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And until next week, God bless you and be safe.